Controlled Chaos here. I want to talk to you guys about the combat in Stars Reach pre-alpha. Now, as a forewarning, because I said pre-alpha, this is not a finished game. You're going to see missing icons. You're going to see some graphical issues, some other issues, and stuff like that in the pre-alpha. That's to be expected. It's not a finished game. But let's get into talking about combat. First off, you're going to start off with the Omni Blaster. The Omni Blaster is a great starting friendly weapon for several reasons. One, it's a one-shot weapon. You shoot, this little electric orb goes out, and the great thing is it follows the creature, so you don't have to be directly targeted at the creature. It will home in on the creature, making it very user-friendly. The other great thing about this weapon is you can do charge shots. You can hold down the left mouse button, and the longer you hold it down, the more these little bars underneath your targeting reticle will fill up, and then you let go and it will shoot out a stronger blast, doing more damage to the creature you're attacking. And that's really great. But if you hit the K key while in a camp, you can spend experience and unlock more abilities like the Tri-Shot. And the Tri-Shot shoots out 2 pulses, sort of like a shotgun shot, out in front of you, which still do the tracking. Then there is the Doom Blossom. The Doom Blossom is really cool. It shoots out 1 shot, and once it hits a certain distance, it busts out into this circular pattern where it goes out, but then it goes and tracks and follows the enemies that you have your reticule next to, which is amazingly good. You could get a lot of good damage in that way. Let's talk about the next weapon, the Grav Gun. The Grav Gun works differently. It is a beamed weapon, so the longer you hold down the left mouse button, the longer it shoots for, and it pushes back the enemy. Now, if you go in and you unlock the special abilities that it has, such as the Black Hole Bomb, which is a left mouse button, it shoots out a ball that hits an area, and then everything in a certain distance will get sucked in and pulled in to the center of where that landed. Great way for doing crowd control, for pulling everything together. The next ability it has is called the Boomer. The Boomer is great for when you have a bunch of mobs around you and you need to push them away from you. It does an explosion outwards and pushes everything away. Great use for other abilities and tools. The next weapon we're going to talk about is the Drone ability. This allows you to fire rockets. This weapon is not homing, so you have to aim at your target, but just like the Omni Blaster, if you hold down the left mouse button, you will get a charged effect and will do more damage. The next ability in the drones is the Node Ring. The Node Ring puts a bunch of rockets or explosives around you and will hit enemies and do damage to enemies that get near you. The next shot is a boomerang shot where you'll shoot out shots and then they'll come back in around you, at you, and stuff like that, and hit enemies around you, which is really good. Then there's another weapon in the combat field, but it's not really a weapon, but it's very useful. It's the Helix, and the Helix heals friendly people that you're fighting with. And the great thing about this is it's a press and hold beam weapon, and it will constantly heal enemies. So someone can be out there fighting and you can be constantly healing you. And I'll tell you right now, they are very thankful for you doing this. It's very helpful to them. They're not losing as much health, which is great. The next thing on the Helix is the Mass Stats Cure. The Mass Stat Cure basically will recover endurance and stamina. These 2 things are used when you're running around, you're using your grav pack, stuff like that. You'll lose endurance, and this helps bring that back. Stamina is used for, especially when you're healing and using your abilities. This allows to heal that back up. Then there's mass heal, which is an area of effect heal of everyone around you, including you. Great use of that weapon. Now there's one other thing that you can do to help out in combat. Let's say someone dies in combat and you see this little hologram sticking up of that person. Go up to it, hit the F key. You will res them and you can bring them back to life, and then you can pull out your helix or put down a camp. And that's the other thing I want to talk about. Put down a camp when you need to and start dancing. If there are wounded people around you, you will heal those health wounds, endurance wounds, and stamina wounds, and people will be very grateful for you doing this. It's very helpful, and it's just a polite thing to do. So working in teams using these different weapons and stuff like that is great. I know that I used the grav gun and pushed enemies away when someone dropped down and died, and I was able to res them, and we were able to get back into combat because I then pulled out the helix, healed them, and they just started blasting away. So a lot of these weapons, besides the healing helix, can be used to really help out in combat. There are two other things that can help out in combat too. There is the fortress shield recipe. This, when you hit the C key, will put a shield around you that reduces the amount of damage you take. Then there is the reflection shield, which unfortunately I didn't get a chance to get video of this, but what it does is you hit a key and it will take any incoming ranged attacks and reflect them back at the enemy, which is another really great tool. The thing is you have to choose one or the other. And that's really, really important. Do you want to take less damage, or do you want to reflect damage back to them? Now, more is going to be added into combat as they progress through working on this game. This is just the early stage stuff. So keep an eye on Stars Reach's website, on their Discord, and on this channel, because I will be doing more updates about Star Reach. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. Share any of the videos I make, especially about Stars Reach. I want the word to get out about this game. It's an amazing game. Have a great day.